Let me talk about that time Clayface caught 9 bodies in one day. Now, with the new Clayface movie coming out this year during October, I was like, man, let me show Clayface some love. So it starts off in his empty ass apartment. He was listing off his accolades and trying to practice for an upcoming acting role. He even got a job as a server. So it's looking like he left all that trouble past in Gotham all behind him, and he just trying to start anew in LA, trying to become an actor, trying to follow his dreams. It's giving very Wonder Man vibes. If you ain't see Wonder Man, you gotta see it. Also, shout out to people chasing their dreams, bro. He was so dedicated. He was even practicing his roles, even as a server and all that, too. With enough determination and enough dedication and not giving up, you can achieve anything in this world, bro. I love to see people chasing their dreams, bro. Also, if you watching, subscribe, please. But yeah, man, we see that he even made a group of friends and all that, too. They was talking about fake people, not knowing that he was the real fake person. That's tough. People even saying, I'm glad I got to meet you and all that, bro. Like, he really meeting some real friends out here. He even met this dude named Corey, and they both do this acting shit together. So they was driving up to do the same role. But Corey, he more of a comedian, so he like worried because he ain't know if the role is more serious or not. Because he ain't trying to make it seem like a Kevin Hart trying to play like a Wolverine or something like that. Clayface was trying to give Corey advice. And that's what I'm saying. It's like mad similar to Wonder Man, because in Wonder Man, Trevor said the same thing to Simon. He said, for this performance demands that you reach inside yourself and find that moment. Real acting is about turning the pain of the player into the soul of the play. He said, but what if I don't have that pain? Then I said, then lie to him. But yeah, and then we cut to the actual audition of Clayface, and he trying to act his ass off right now in front of Shorty. He was like, you don't believe me? Of course you don't. Honestly, Jenny, I don't blame you. I hate to admit it, but you're well within your rights. After all, I've been a fucking monster. I've hurt people who shouldn't have been hurt. I've stolen half of Gotham. I've been brutal to the needy. I let the bad smile out, all because I thought I lost you. But I didn't. Not if you take me back, because the only thing stronger than desperation is love. It's blue skies ahead, Jenny. And she said, stop, cut that shit, cut it all. Stop it, twin. But hey, I was acting my ass off right there. Hey, James Gunn, if you see this, if you need a static shock, hit your boy up, twin. But yeah, Shorty said she was looking for something a lot more peppier and quirkier. She wants something more like cheerful and hopeful and not a lot more like depressing and just gritty. She going for more of a James Gunn Superman type of vibe. He was going for more of a Zack Snyder Superman type of vibe. So yeah, this is like a little in between. But then Clay, he getting pissed. He like, bro, I like this how it's supposed to be. He trying to argue during the audition how the character should be. Like, you can't be doing that. You ain't no A-list actor. You ain't David Corn Sweat or whatever his name was. You ain't Robert Downey Jr. You don't got that type of respect in the industry to be doing that when you auditioning. But he out here trying to argue, and he's like, boy, he a killer, he a murderer. And he said, but hey, the script that we going for is a lot more hopeful because it's a love story type shit. But he started to crash out on Shorty. He said, good or bad doesn't matter. Not to him. He's taking lives. And he knows he must be atoned. He punched the desk. And after he punched the desk, it was GG's for Brody. She said, okay, actually, we're good here. We'll be in touch. Knowing damn well she about to throw all his contacts in the trash. So after that, he was hanging with his boy Corey, and he was basically saying they don't know the true vision of this character. They basically about to get like 12% on Rotten Tomatoes. The movie about to be hot garbage, and that how they trying to sanitize the whole story. They don't know how gritty the true story is. He was just going off on them. But then at the end, that man Corey just said he got a call and that he just got the role for the part. And you already know the jealousy in Clayface's head was just like, how the fuck this nigga get the part? And he was telling him advice too, bro. And he still got the part, bro. Some people just natural. But yeah, they was saying how they like the brightness and the optimism that he brought to the role compared to how Clay was doing it. He was just talking about how he was able to tap into his flow state and do what he had to do in order to get the role. But as soon as you know it, Crashout Clay. He turned into this nigga. But this bro he stood still and he looked at me like, bro, if I'm in this situation and I'm talking to bro and he turns into, bro, I'm running out of that joint, bro. You was saying boat speed. Look, let me show you a picture. Look, I used to run track in high school, bro. Look, I would have entered the speed force on them hoes. Clayface ain't catching this. I'm telling you, he not catching this. I would have been going out there joint, bro. This man just standing still. Then he got gobbled up. This is Clayface's first body of the comic. RP my man's Corey, bro. Gobbled him up, turned him into some shriveled ass fruit looking ass, bro. He put him in the trunk and he turned into him so he could actually be in the movie. So since he took Corey off the map, he tried to impersonate and as Corey. He went inside the studio. They were saying he was 30 minutes late. Like, what is you doing? And this dude, he acted out the role the same way he did for the audition that he didn't make it for, bro. They ain't gonna accept it just because you Corey now. The director, he seen through this. He said, cut. What in the world? Ain't no way we not on the same page no more. This Clayface, he kept arguing, no, this is the real vision. This is how... Bro, you think the director gonna listen to this shit, bro? He said, hell no, it's either my vision or you blind out here. So he cut this whole shit. Everybody was looking at him like, damn, what the fuck is this man doing, bro? Like, so he cut the whole studio time and shit, bro. So he was just in there, bro. He looking like he melting and shit, bro. Then Shorty came in there blasting on his ass, bro, because of what he did. And by he being so hard to work with the director. Saying, do you have any idea what kind of trouble you caused me? I went to bat for you. And I told them to hire you. And I told them that you be on your shit. But here you are arguing on every take like you're the fucking boss. What is wrong with you, twin? Now, not only are you fired, but I could very well be tarnished. Like, this looks bad for me. This is my first thing with Max Taylor, and here you go. Just, he even cut the day short. So even when he turned into Corey, he still ain't get the role. He still ain't, like, what he think gonna happen? You try doing it the same way. At this point, you might as well become a director and do it yourself, especially when you could turn into multiple people. But I guess it would be hard to film interacting scenes. But then, Crashout Clay, he got them eyes. He ain't fuck with all that talking she was doing, bro. How she was going off on, bro. He gobbled her ass up, too. She tried running away, boom. Snatched her ass back in there, took her place. That nigga straight demon time. Comic. And this nigga just went on a whole killing spree. Crashed out Clay for the whole day. Crashed out Clay for the whole day. Third body, fourth body, fifth body, sixth body, seventh body. Damn. That nigga Clayface going crazy. That's what I'm saying. Like, bruh, at this point, you could have made the film yourself. You understand that they don't have your same vision, but yet you still try to go in there and try to do your vision, even though they ain't gonna mess with your type of vision. You might as well just do a little YouTube short film and do it on YouTube and say, hey, this is the real Clayface that the movie ain't doing. You could just do a bunch of one-shots of you just turning to different characters and they interacting with the different one-shots. We could just find a way to make it seem, or use CGI to make it seem like something, I don't know. Especially with your ability to turn into different people. You could have did, see, this why people gotta tap into their creativity more, bro. When people don't tap into their creativity, they turn into Crashout sometimes, bro. Then the director came in, he like, holy shit, what the fuck happened? The whole crew did. The movie's a wrap. He said, you know what? If y'all can't make the movie that I'm envisioning, everybody did. Like, God damn. Then we just see this fucking scary ass shot of this man turning into Clayface and his teeth going straight into his vision. That's the eighth body. He's the director now. He want to see if he can make some more time for the movie, or he want to cancel the movie to make more time to make the movie since he killed the whole cast and crew. He going to every length to try to make the movie that he envisions, but the executive dude, he's like, nah, bruh, since you done with that, how about you work on Grey Ghost? But nah, he trying to work on this movie. But he was explaining to him, like, this is my art, bruh. You don't understand. I got a specific vision that I'm trying to fulfill, bruh. And I feel like this is my big break. Like, he got a certain feeling about it. But the executive dude, he's like, movies are garbage, bruh. So, but this is really how most executives really is, bruh. They don't care about the fans. They don't care about the product that they're selling. They only care about the money. And that's all, bro. That's why I began some horrible ass movies that don't be connected to the fans really well. Them Spider-Man list Sony movies. But yeah, there be some executives that they just don't be caring. He only views movies as an investment tool, not as a real form of art. He thinks all movies are garbage and shit, bro. And that really messed with Clayface for real. Clayface wasn't jacking how you was saying all that. So he hit him with a quick draw with his arm. Gobbled that man up with his arm. Called his ninth body of the day. Crashout Clay. Going everywhere in LA. Had his blood splattered, sitting all on his desk and shit. So after killing the executive, he then takes the executive's face and throws this whole function at his mansion with. And he invited all his peoples too, bro. He invited his little shawty too. He was talking to his little shawty up top. They was just mingling for a second, but then the light started touching on his face, and he started to get choppified. So he said, "Oh fuck no, I need to bounce and get some drinks right quick." And as he was walking through the mansion, he walked into Bruce Wayne. That man traveled all the way from Gotham all the way to L.A. to throw them hands, bruh. You feel me? Just because you operating outside of Gotham don't mean you safe. Batman national. He go everywhere. Them hands rated E for everyone and everywhere. No cap. We get this moment right here where he was talking about the Gray Ghost. In his universe, that's like his top superhero for real. But hey, they say if they keep that superhero movie shit up, then soon as you know it, we might get the first Batman movie. And then Clayface heard that name. He started having PTSD. Like, I know you ain't just say Batman. He started sweating and shit. He was like, oh, hell no. I need to get the fuck out of here. Because he already know he got some demons. He been fucking moving like fucking King Von out here in this motherfucker, bro. So he went to the mirror to calm himself down, turning into all the people that he killed. After that little scenario, he went back to his little friend group. And all of a sudden, shorty asking about Corey this, Corey that. So all that guilt built up in Clayface's mind. He was like, I just gotta tell them. It's crazy. This man killed about 9 folk in a day. And he worried about some guilt. She was talking about watching out for fake people. He a fake person. But I don't know. I guess over the time, he just developed a friendship with them. But now he about to break their hearts, bro. Because he revealed that he's Clayface. And then shorty putting 2 and 2 together. Like, you Clayface. You're known for killing people. Corey was last seen with you with the audition shit. So I know if I put all that math together, I know you committed that murder. I know you done killed that nigga Corey. Clayface just got mad, kept talking about Corey. Turned into Corey, then he fucking lunged down all his fucking clay down her mouth. He got the crashing out. Crash out Clay back in action again at the function. So shorty made all that noise from the scream, and everybody got to looking up, but he engulfed them. He quickly engulfed them, turned into the executive dude and was like, everyone, I just want to thank you for coming to this party. Then he tried saying, hey, but if I'm going to have to end this party at the moment. But then out of nowhere, brother man came with the little broken glass joint and just poof, popped through his chest. Got to running out that joint. And then he got to saying, oh, no, I deserve this. After killing 9 people. Like, what? And then she posing with the 911 on the phone. Like you ain't got to pose and show him. Like, you could just get the running and call them. Like, you ain't got to do all this dramatic posing. Instead of actually putting that work in to actually land a role deservingly, he just want to crash out and just want to take other people's shit and take their form and shit. So he just started screaming and running. Then we see the Batman silhouette. That joint looking too fire with it. I know he seen that Batman silhouette too, because his ass got to sprinting out that hoe. He got to talking about, this ain't your city. This ain't your city, bro. It's my city. Why did you have to bring all this rain here? Because as soon as Batman popped up, it started raining in that joint. So it started lightning and all that, just raining. And he just started pleading with Batman like, no. No, you actually understand what I went through. He just started talking about the fakeness in Hollywood, and he asked Batman if he could try to imagine switching shoes with him. And he said, these people only look innocent because they took classes on it. But in reality, they some true demons for real. And he got to talking about this place deserves him. Like he should be a monster of Hollywood, just fucking up the whole industry. And then Batman started talking about some 9 people, Basile. He started talking to him in his real name too. Batman was talking about 9 people in one day. You the true demon. Nothing else matters. Batman was like, no, Basile. I've been silent too long. Let you go on your way. Hope you listen to the voice inside. But I see now. There is no voice inside. You got to start talking about some, you're wrong. I'm everyone. I'm anyone. Which means you're no one. Ah! That's a bar. That's a bar. He's snapping. He's spitting facts. Batman not only an expert on hand-to-hand combat, he an expert on them words too. And he started saying everybody's name of the people he killed, bro. He did his research before pulling up, as he was whooping on that ass too. And he had this little gadget device to trap him inside the shit. And it was GG's for that man Clayface. Crashed out, and now he about to go back to the pen. And after all that, he's back in the asylum. It ends off with him doing like this little bootleg prison Tubi movie of his own, but he can't film nothing, and it's not going to be put out there. He just doing all this for himself. He's seeing all the victims, all their faces. It's GG's. It's GG. He living a miserable life in that cell. And this is imaginary award in his head right here. This was a W comic, and I feel like the Clayface movie that's going to come out in October is probably going to take some elements from this comic and put it in that movie. And I feel like this would be a cool way to also introduce Batman. It's coming out in October, so he's going to be on some horror timing, on some slasher timing. So imagine he just on this killing spree, bro, and we just see this story of like, damn, you really killed, bro? And then out of nowhere, lightning bustling and shit. You see the silhouette of Batman, and he pops out of nowhere. But I know they didn't really cast Batman yet, so maybe they can just show the silhouette like how they did in Creature Commandos. Because they showed his silhouette, and he looked swole as shit in that joint, bro. This was a W comic, man. We just seen Clayface crashing out. Clayface is definitely an underrated Batman villain. W-ass villain, bro. Like, he got a cool story of being an actor, switching in the characters, bro. He go deep, bro. He go deep with him. It's layered with him, bro. And we never really seen him on live action before. I remember watching the animated series with Batman, and he went crazy on all of them. So him getting appearing in live action for the first time is about to be so crucial, bro. I can't wait for that movie. James Gunn gonna continue to cook. I already know it. But yeah, man, if you like this, like, comment, and sub, man. Road to 100K, man. We out of here.